Hey everybody, I'm John Swantek. Welcome to the latest edition of Match Play on PGATour.com. Let's meet this week's contestants. Brian Katrek from the PGA Tour Network, whose show Teed Off can be heard weekday mornings on SiriusXM Radio. And PGA Tour champion Arron Oberholser, former winner at Pebble Beach, doing a little work for the PGA Tour Network these days as well. Arron has the honors for topic number one. Webb Simpson was penalized a critical shot late on Sunday in New Orleans, Arron, when his ball moved after he had grounded his club on the green. Should this rule or any of the rules of golf be changed? What do you think?
I think the PGA Tour needs to reconsider the agronomic conditions that these guys are playing in, especially in windy climates and potentially windy climates like New Orleans. And when you know the wind can blow 20, 30 miles an hour, even if those winds aren't forecasted, and that's what happens. It cost a guy a win, a 2-year exemption, a lot of notoriety, and a lot of cash.
Boy, Katrek, should we change some rules or not?
Yeah, we got to change this one. Since 18-2B, at the very least, we have to clarify this rule. The same rule applies everywhere on the golf course that also applies on the green. When the greens are running 12.5 or 13, we just literally don't have any grass in the way, and a little gust of wind blows. It's a lot easier for the ball to move there. The USGA needs to take into account that a rule that was written, hundreds of years ago when the green speeds weren't even measured cannot apply today. The bottom line is Webb Simpson did not do anything to cause his ball to move, and it cost him the tournament, and that's unfair.
Yep, the game has evolved, and so too should the rules. I give topic number one to Brian Katrek. He also leads us off for topic two. Bubba Watson was the eventual winner over Webb Simpson in a playoff at the Zurich Classic. Bubba is a habitual tweeter, as we all know. Katrek, who's the most entertaining PGA Tour player who tweets out there?
I think it's Ian Poulter. I know Stuart Sink is the king of it, but I talked to Paul Azinger, who's also good at it as well, and Azinger points to and bows down to Poulter. One of the reasons why is that the English, for whatever reason, they just don't have the politically correct button that we have here in the States. This guy will tweet anything. And not only that, but when he starts tweeting it, you get to see what his friends tweet back, and they will tweet anything. And the needle is sharp. Arron, I know you got a sharp needle, but these guys are getting on it on the Twitter. I think Poulter's really good at it.
Arron's been tweeting all day. You can pick yourself, Arron. I'll allow it.
Well, no, I'm not going to pick myself. I think Poulter is solid, but he does it on it's massive. He does so many tweets. My favorite, I have a few guys. I like Ogilvy, Brock McKenzie on the Nationwide Tour, and I like Jason Gore. Those guys, for my money, those guys are the three best guys that I enjoy following because they have good information, and most of the time they're pretty funny, especially Brock and Jason. Those guys are hilarious.
I'm going to give it to Bubba Watson because he posts links to Inside the PGA Tour. So I like both those answers. So we'll have topic number two. How's that? So Katrek still one up as we head to topic three. It goes to Arron Oberholser. Bubba joined Mark Wilson as the only multiple winners on tour this year as we look ahead to the Wells Fargo Championship at Quail Hollow, Arron, where you were the runner-up to Joey Sindelar in a playoff back in 2004. Which player in the field has the best chance of becoming the season's third multiple winner this week?
I think it's Nick Watney. I think Nick has shown decent form this year, obviously playing well at Doral. But I think it's a golf course that requires you to work the ball both ways. If you go from 1 through 18 on all the 4s and 5s, you darn near have to play a different shot shape off of each tee. And he's putting fantastic. And those greens are pretty diabolical in spots. So out of all the guys that have won this year that are playing in the field, I like Nick the best.
Katrek, Quail Hollow is going to host the PGA Championship in 2017. You looking for a major champion this week?
As a matter of fact, I am Mr. Swantek. I'm going to go with Phil Mickelson. For a lot of reasons why. It's the major championship golf course. He was the runner-up last year. He didn't like a lot of the contours on the greens, but they've actually worked to soften a couple of those greens. And it doesn't necessarily make sense. And with Phil Mickelson, that's what we've come to learn is the best solid pick. When it doesn't seem to make sense, go with Phil, because it didn't look like he was playing all that well in Houston, and he won. Looked like he was playing great coming into Augusta, and he didn't win. Phil Mickelson is just too good to not win tournaments like this. Big field, big golf course. I go with the big guy. Look out for Phil.
Too good and too unpredictable. I think that's the point. Mickelson, good argument made there by Katrek. I'll give him topic number three. Phil, one to watch this week. And Katrek with a resounding 2-up victory over Arron Oberholser in match play this week. Thank you, gentlemen. Well played.
I am fist pumping over here.